Hey Radiant Souls, welcome back to my channel. It's Kashira here. Today I wanted to discuss a topic that I've been diving into so deep for at least the past year. Now, I have a funny story about how I even came upon this whole theory, but basically, you guys, Black Panther came out, and I went to watch it, and I had my African head wrap on, and I was hyped. So, I get home, and I see that one of my friends posted a post on Facebook about what people thought of the conflict between the Africans and the Black Americans in the film. The first thing I noticed was the term Black Americans. So that kind of, I don't know why, but it made me upset. I guess when I saw the term Black Americans, I was like, no, it needs to be African Americans so that we can clearly represent our African ancestors that came over here on the slave ships. So that made me start looking like, okay, what do Black people even prefer? Do they prefer to be called African Americans or just Black Americans? Because for me, Black Americans, it sounds so vague. It's like a color, and I was born in America, So I go into these forums, y'all, to see what people are thinking. Like, I type in, do Black people like to be called African American or Black American? And a lot of the Black Americans, a lot of the African Americans or whatever, a lot of the Black people were saying that they didn't even really care to be called African American. Like, they didn't really care. And I was like, what is wrong with these people? Because at the time I was like, this is the story we were taught. This is what I am. So then I think in that same forum, I came across a comment that said something like, Black people aren't even African. And I don't even remember what the rest they said. I saw this, I was like so offended. So I go to start looking up some videos, and that's when I came across Dane Calloway, this other channel, Kuromeo, and I started looking into it, you guys, and my mind was blown. Okay, I started looking into it, and I cannot believe all the information that was out there that was pretty much supporting the theory that a lot of melanated people, a lot of Black people here in America were already here when the Europeans got here. So you guys, it was like going down a rabbit hole, like what? Now for me, you guys, I know, okay, first of all, let me just say, since diving into that and seeing all this information that kind of supports this new theory, or this new fact, it depends on where you are, because you might be on my channel like, what is she talking about? Black people are African. Or you might be of the other mindset of we Native American, we indigenous. So basically, let me just tell you first the reactions when I start telling people about this. Black people think you don't want to be African. And the Native Americans think you're still in the Native Americans. They think that you're still in that you're trying to steal their culture, that you're trying to take that away from them. Then you got white people or all other people that just think that Black people are just culture vultures, and they just trying to be everything. They Egyptians, Hebrew Israelites, Moors, So those are the different mindsets. And a lot of Black people, they really not here for this whole Native American thing. They listen, we've been Black, whatever that means, for the longest time, and here you come with your theories. And I'm like, so you guys, basically I dove in, and I was really excited about this, just having this new kind of revelation about who I am, and where my people come from. So my family comes from Virginia, right? Naturally, you guys, first of all, I'm not even out here trying to prove that all Black people are indigenous to America. The main thing you can do is just look at your own ancestry. So that's what I started doing. I started looking at my own ancestry. You guys, I haven't even been looking Y'all, I've been looking at the mirror. I'm sorry, y'all. So I started diving into my ancestry. I started talking to my grandmom and having little sessions with her where she would share information about her grandparents and their grandparents. And she already told me that her third great grandmother was Indian. Her third great grandmother was named Caroline, and she was Indian. So of course, you know, I try to go up on that side of the tree, like, okay. Yo, I gotten so good at this whole finding. Well, it's first of all, it's good to talk to your actual people because they'll have names and stuff. But because I'm able to talk to my grandmom, I've been able to go really far up on my tree. So, but I still didn't really find, like, what am I looking for that's gonna tell me that she's actually Indian? You know what I mean? Or even if she is Indian, like, I don't know much other than that my grandma told me that she was Indian. But I'm like, wait, if your third great grandmother's Indian, how did you stop being Indian? Like, when black people say that they got Native American in their family, they don't mean that they Native American, huh? Not here in America. It's like, apparently when you say you got Native American in your family, you still just black, basically. It's actually kind of seen as a joke. As soon as they think, oh, you just trying to be Indian, not realizing that the Indians look like us. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't look like how y'all think these new Native Americans are looking. Now, I will say that, yes, like I said, I found out so much, and my favorite channel is Cure Mayo's because he just dives right into the research. Facts on facts on facts on facts. So I really love that, and I love watching his channel. His videos are so long, so when I go to watch this video, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be here for a minute. So if any of you guys are watching my channel and you either, well, obviously you fall into one of these categories where A, you think we tripping, we not Native American. B, you like, yes, because you did the research and you like, yes, I know we're Native American. And C, you just here, I don't know why you're here. But basically, I think it's worth looking into. Talk to your own people, find out what your roots are, and really just get some insight on where you really come from. Because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I think a lot of black people have the tendency to feel kind of lost. Like, they say we came over on ships. They can't even tell us where in Africa exactly we came from. They ain't take no records. And it just leaves you feeling like lost, like you never gonna really find out. Then they got these DNA tests out here. That's a lie. The lie detector proves that was a lie. They can't really tell you what all the stuff that you think that they're telling you. They just telling people stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all. They basically just making it up. And the guy, Henry Louis Gates, said they back there making it up. And then he's the one told all these celebrities like Angela Bassett and Don Chioli, I don't know how to say his name, told all these celebrities on that show, Who Do You Think You Are, that the DNA test proved that they didn't have Native American in them. But I'm like, wait, so you basically saying that the ancestors is just lying to them. So anyway, it's a hot topic, you guys. My theory is that I truly believe that, yes, there were black people here when the Europeans got here. I think there were black Native Americans and the Asian looking Native Americans over here. And I think we had already kind of been mixing, but I think for the most part, like Virginia, I feel like they were all black. They may be lighter now because of like intermixing, but I feel like they were black. Even they got the murals of the Mayans who were painted and portrayed themselves as black. So I do believe that a lot of black people are actually indigenous. And I think that if you really dive into it, for me, logically, it really don't make sense. For me, logically, you guys, it actually doesn't make sense that the Europeans would come all the way over here. They got all these millions of Indians, and they're going to go to Africa to get Africans to be slaves. Like, that don't even make sense. Then when you start looking at Cure Mayo's videos and he talking about the Indian slavery and everything, like, I'm telling y'all, the rabbit hole is deep and y'all need to do your research. But yeah, so I'm still on a journey, you guys, and I think when you've been diving into your ancestry on ancestry.com, like, oh my gosh, you get up but so far and then you like feel stuck. It's like where all the information just disappears. It's like where the trail don't lead me to what I wanted to lead me to. But yeah, I feel on an intuitive level, I felt it. I was like, you know what? This is the truth. Because my people come from Virginia, and my grandma's family has been in Virginia for ages. And then they had this huge farm. How they get that land, I need to figure that out. And it's just so much that we don't know. Even when my grandma first told me about them having farms, like I just thought that was something that was only like, I thought when you think of farms and horses and stuff, all the movies you see only like white people with all that kind of stuff. So when she told me, I was like, wow, we are so disconnected from our ancestors and from who our family, like who our family be. So you guys, it's been a journey. I am so obsessed with Ancestry.com. I could be on there for ages. But yes, you guys, let me know, what do you guys think? And if you listen, let me know what you guys think. But please, if we can have a discussion, but I'm not really trying to debate anybody. You got to either look at the facts or just go somewhere else. Because like, I don't want to talk about what you think and what I think. I want to talk about the facts that are presented, and then we can discuss that. But yeah, you guys, so I love that, you know, Dane Calloway, the works he's doing, Caramel. And I just think it's dope that, like, we are really kind of finding out the truth. And a lot of black people are still asleep. And a lot of black people will completely reject this. Because, you know, we've been told where we came from. How you just gonna let somebody tell you where you came from? Like, talk to your actual people. They'll tell you where you came from. Now, I'm not gonna lie, and don't be mad, y'all, but I never really thought much of Virginia because even though my family's from there, we actually moved to Pennsylvania, and then, you know, I feel like I have more of an affinity with Philadelphia, but that's because I was born and raised there and grew up there. But yeah, so I'm really interested now knowing more about my family, knowing more about where they grew up and where they went to school. My grandma's school was Lightfoot. Her school was called Lightfoot, y'all. Lightfoot. Then they said the school was started by an African American named Elizabeth Lightfoot. I'm like, what kind of black person has the last name Lightfoot? Like, obviously she was probably Indian. I go to find out more about this Elizabeth Lightfoot. They ain't got no more information on her. Y'all, I was just so mad when you feel like you're getting closer, but it's like leads to a dead end. But y'all, it's something I'm really passionate about. So anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about this. I'm going to be talking more about this, you guys, because I love this topic. Every time I see a video drop, Dane Calloway, Caramel, I'm like, yes, I need to know more about this. Because if you don't go back and do the research, you're just going to be listening to what these people are telling you about your history, and it might be false. So yeah, you guys, I do think it has some merit. I think that the theory has some merit, and if you really start to research, you'll realize that a lot of obviously our history has been whitewashed. So I think it's not far-fetched to believe that we aren't being told who we truly are. And it could be because of a land thing. Like now when black people feel no connection to this land because they think that they're from Africa. But really, what if your people are from America? Like, what if that is the connection? And you know what I mean? Like, you know how many black people out there, like, you feel like a strong connection with the Pocahontas movie. Like, come on, y'all. Listen, y'all, Pocahontas was my favorite movie forever. And honestly, you guys, when I see like Angela Bassett, I feel like she looked like Pocahontas would look. You know, if they really did it right. That Angela Bassett is how Pocahontas should look. And I know so many people that just had that. They just had that look. But I mean, Indians looked all type of ways. But I'm just saying. But yes, you guys. So that is what I wanted to talk about today. I'm gonna be diving more into this. Let me know what you guys think about this particular theory. How you feel about it. Are you searching for your own roots? Have you done a DNA test? Just let's have a discussion in the comment section below. We got to keep it friendly, respectful. I don't want to debate just for the sake of debating. Like, we got to talk about some real stuff where we actually solving stuff together. Like, otherwise we wasting each other's time. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.